Hi folks, Frank Connors again. It's middle of July in Maine, and of course that's blueberry season, wild blueberries. So my reading this morning is about picking blueberries. It's called Gwen Madeline, More Than Blueberries. Here we go. Kaplink, kaplank, kaplunk. Once, maybe twice each year, I'd see Gwen, and always she'd be blue almost to her elbows. For nearly 2 decades, the trip up to Gwen's in South Hope has been a prized midsummer ritual for our family. She's the brains, the berry sorter, and the bookkeeper of a family blueberry farm on the side of a mountain just east of Union. We'd travel there one late afternoon, fill our car with 20-pound flats of perfectly clean, meticulously, that's a tough word, sorted blueberries, intoxicating with their smell and delighting in their taste. The 60-mile trip was always interrupted by sweeping great handfuls of berries from the box to my mouth, and on a good year there would be snacks at Moody's Diner, a swim in a mill pond, or a walk on the Wiscasset waterfront. And Madeline is different. She's a local girl, and we're always passing with a wave on the road or sharing a hello on the street. When I was just a pup, she lived up the street from us in Bodenham. Now approaching 80, this lady still rises early on these succulent summer days, drives her dated Dodge van to a secret place, and wanders the power lines of Topsom all morning picking berries the hard way, one berry at a time. About noon she comes down, gets a discount hot dog off the mall, then parks the van in the shade and sells her berries a pint at a time. First come, first served. I feel blessed when I find her and can barter for a basket of berries. Maybe you don't know the difference between hand-picked or raked blueberries. Do you know the difference between night and day? The blueberry rake is a heavy, medieval-looking device that could be used as an instrument of torture in the off-season. 6-inch long, spike-like fingers strip the tender fruit along with assorted leaves, green berries, spiders, sticks, and the harvester just dumps them into a basket or a flat. The berries are later winnowed to sort out the light stuff and picked over to free most of the good from much of the bad. Gwen always invited us up to try our hand at raking blueberries, but I always assumed I was a little bit smarter than that. The Brodies do rake their berries, but Gwen has always been their secret weapon. When Gwen and her crew are done with them, and when Gwen's loving touch has been applied, that flat of Brody's berries assumes perfection. There are no stems, no green fruit, no leaves, not ever. Berries are moved from a South Hope flat directly to one of Jane's magical fruit pies with no concern for any imperfections. Madeline picks each single berry one perfect orb at a time, by hand. She could tell you how many berries there are in a quart because she fills quart baskets one berry at a time. Last month we received a postcard from the Brody family. We're sorry, it read. Brody's blueberries will not be available this summer. Jane and I almost cried. After 20 or more years, we wouldn't see Gwen up to her elbows in her precious, wonderful berries. And yes, we wouldn't see her berries either. Last week, I bought my first quart of berries of the season from Madeline. Perfect and priceless at $7 a quart. They were, but she's saying how hot it is picking now, how her family worries about her out there all alone, and how some of her favorite patches are getting overgrown. And then it occurs to me, and scares me not a little bit. This is more than blueberries. These old friends and old ways that have always made my Maine so special are getting harder and harder to keep together. I honestly worry that my grandsons won't get that ride to Union with me, and the next generations may not know the difference between a raked or a hand-picked blueberry. Can you tell me that I'm wrong here? Thanks for listening.